What we have seen since President Putin's brutal invasion of Ukraine is that President Putin is failing in Ukraine. He is responding with more brutality, attacking gas infrastructure, power lines, and trying to deprive the Ukrainians of water, electricity, light, and heating. Therefore, we need to support Ukraine because what we see is that President Putin is trying to use winter as a weapon of war, which is inflicting a lot of suffering on the Ukrainian people. NATO allies are providing unprecedented support to Ukraine, and they will continue to provide unprecedented support to Ukraine, including by helping them to rebuild their gas and power infrastructure, and of course also continue to deliver air defense systems. We will meet with the Foreign Minister of Ukraine, Kuleba, tonight. We will also meet tomorrow with the foreign ministers of our close partners Georgia, Moldova and Bosnia and Herzegovina, expressing our support to them. The message from all allies will be that we need to do more, both to help Ukraine repair the destroyed critical infrastructure, including power and gas grid, but also to, of course, address the attacks itself by providing more air defense systems. This is partly providing more air defense weapons systems, but also, of course, to ensuring that those systems that we have already provided, and many of them are actually modern NATO standard air defense system, including NASAMS and others, that they are functioning, meaning that we need to provide spare parts and we need to provide ammunition. So this is not only about adding more weapons, but also ensuring that the weapons that are already being provided by NATO allies can be used to shoot down incoming Russian missiles and drones. I'm absolutely certain that President Putin will not succeed, that the Ukrainian people, the Ukrainian armed forces, the Ukrainian leadership will not bend, but will just mobilize even more in fighting back. And if anything, these brutal attacks against critical civilian infrastructure is only encouraging NATO allies to do even more, because we need to ensure that Russia doesn't win, because if President Putin wins this war, the message will be that when authoritarian leaders use brutal force, when they invade another country, when they violate international law, they can achieve their goals. That will be a tragedy for Ukraine, but it will also make the whole world more dangerous and us more vulnerable, because the lesson learned for authoritarian leaders is that they can use force. So that's the reason why it is in our security interest to continue to support Ukraine.